Brightwell. I'm the chairperson of the Southfield Veterans Commission. Today is October 8th, 2008. We're in Southfield, Michigan at the Southfield Public Library. We'll be interviewing Mr. Norbert Joseph Goldberg for the Library of Congress History Project, Veterans History Project. Also in the room today is Mr. Tim Workus, who is our camera person. Tim is also a member of the Veterans Commission. Mr. Norbert Goldberg, could you give us your name, date of birth, and place of birth?
Norbert J. Goldberg, Norbert Joseph Goldberg, February 2nd, 1931,
Okay.
and my place of birth was Detroit, Michigan.
Okay. Were you drafted or enlisted?
I was drafted.
Drafted? Okay. How old were you when you were drafted, and what were you doing before you were drafted?
Actually, I was in college. I was going part-time to college, and I was working for Ford Motor Company as an accountant on the controller's staff. At college, I was studying accounting and so on. When I got drafted, I was 4 hours short of a degree.
Okay, what school were you in?
I was going to Wayne University.
Wayne, okay. And what year was this?
I got drafted in 1953,
Okay.
October 12th, 1953.
Okay. Did you have any family members in the military prior to you or with you?
I had two uncles. My mother's two brothers had been in the military,
Okay. All right.
but they were in World War II.
Okay. All right. And what was your mother and father's occupation?
My father was a factory worker at
Okay.
Chrysler.
Mm-hmm.
My mother was a housewife.
Okay. And how many sisters and brothers did you have?
I have one sister,
Okay.
and I'm still very close with her.
Okay. All right. So now that you've been drafted, give us the sequence of events once.
Okay, I got drafted October 12th, 1953. I was boarded on a bus, and I was interviewed. Anyway, they sent me to Fort Knox, Kentucky for basic training. And because of my accounting background, they talked about going to finance school. But unfortunately, finance school was closed.
Oh, okay.
So after my basic training of 8 weeks, I was then sent to supply school, also in Fort Knox.
Okay. All right. How did you find? How did you get to Fort Knox from here?
They put us on a bus.
On a bus? Okay.
Yes, from Fort Wayne.
Okay.
And they took us on a bus to Fort Knox.
Okay. Doing basic, how did you find basic? Was it an adjustment, or was it, how was the transition from?
Well, first of all, I have been fairly athletic before college.
Sure. How old were you at this time?
At that time, I was 22.
Okay.
Yeah, 22, 31, 53, 22. So, and I knew a lot of the guys that were drafted with me. They had gone to high school with me. So when I got to Fort Knox and they put us in the different barracks, a couple of the guys in my barracks were guys that I knew from high school. Anyway, I got through basic training fairly well.
Okay.
I lost like 22 pounds.